Every garden should have a compost pile. Well, in the area that we live in, we can't directly put it on the ground, but we can put it in a container. Now, you could buy a compost tumbler at your local home and garden center, or you can do as we have done, which we made our own. Out of a 32-gallon rubber trash can, we simply drilled holes in the side and the bottom with a 3/8-inch drill bit. Now, if you don't have a drill available, you can simply puncture the holes in the side with nails, or you can borrow a drill from your neighbors and hand them some tomatoes come this summer. The whole key to compost is to get oxygen into the compost to allow it to break down the microbial bacteria in the compost. Now, you want your compost to be as close to 50% brown and 50% green, nitrogen to carbon, to allow the proper breakdown. To get the proper breakdown, when you have that ratio, the internal temperature of your compost will reach an excess of 160 to 200 degrees. That will allow the compost to break down properly. And whenever you get the temperature above 160 degrees for 3 consecutive days, you will kill all the seed pods, or prevent the seeds from germinating that you have in your compost. Now, a couple of things you can add to your compost is coffee grounds, just the kitchen scraps or dry plant remains that you had laying around the house. We'll put that in there. There's some eggshells and coffee grinds and apples and lemons and limes and everything else in there. Also, one way to help accelerate the breakdown of your compost is to add some of the compost that you've recently taken out of it. Just a little bit, and we'll stir this all together. Now, with this particular application in the trash can, this is not suitable for those who have mobility disabilities or can't get in there to spin this thing around with a shovel or fork. Now, you could go to a trash can that has locking lids and simply turn it on its side and roll it every couple of weeks to get everything to mix up properly. For some ideas of what you can put in your compost bin, there'll be a link in the show notes below. With this, instead of buying compost, you can make your own, save some money, and return the items that you've grown in your garden back into your garden for next year's growing season.